Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Jukes one defender. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Mahomes on first and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
His lofty little throw is going to wind up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing third and long. They kick the running back in motion. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. This one intended for the running back. And now they face second down. Another throw for Mahomes. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. Here's Rodgers on first and 10. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Motioning him from the slot right. To the air here on first down, Rodgers finds his target home. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's difficult on the defense.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more. From the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it, and I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
First down, Rodgers. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up second down.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Rodgers throwing on third down. This one's caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Bass's kick is good. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. First and 10, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Reed. Returns looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 27. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, Rodgers. That's caught for the first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Working quickly here. Again, Mahomes to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Slot man motioned over. 1st down throw by Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. He's got a man left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing on 3rd and long. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Bass's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets are going to take over after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
To the sideline, and Adams snags it. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
They've got a man in motion. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Second chance at 6 here. It's second and goal. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets continue piling on to this lead. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A counter give here to Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense up to the line fast. Back to Pacheco here on second. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry-up here. Trying again following the sack. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Chiefs looking to punt on fourth down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Oh, and they fake it. Oh, no, disaster. It's intercepted. And the Jets have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and coverage just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Rodgers here off the play action. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
So the defense scores, and now their offense coming out for 2 more. Mahomes throwing for 2. And the pass succeeds. A little momentum builder as they try to dig into this deficit. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Jets come up with a football. That should just about ice this game. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They go right back to Hall. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So the win goes to the Jets. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ballgame.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Acrisure. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Wilson airing it out to start. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the Ravens are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Oh, he drops and cuts it. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ross off the play fake. Stays in the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Russ now from the gun. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
First down, ball at the 36. Russ is cooking again. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. He's got Harris. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Once more, it's Wilson. That's to the sideline. It's a catch by Williams. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. He finds his running back. Nice work. Complete. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Wilson to throw again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's a Steelers first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll come up first and 10. First carry for the versatile vet for Darrell Patterson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. From the gun, it's Wilson. This ball's caught by Pickens. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Third and just 2 to go. Wilson now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a first and goal. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw it again. The back's got it. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Sending a receiver left. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down. Here's Lamar. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Flowers will go in motion left. 2nd and 10 now. Brought in right side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They put a receiver in motion here left. First down throw for Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. First down, and they go right back to him. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. This is Henry on second. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Cordero Patterson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First down throw from Wilson. He's trying to push the field. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Dukes out a one-stop. And the Ravens might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
On first down, Jackson. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Flying down the middle with Henry. He's foray up the middle, and that's about 3. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Another run for Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Boswell on to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Working quickly here. On second down, here's Henry again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Jackson now on third. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
On first and 10, it's Henry. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. Rolling left, buying some time. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 4 yards the pickup that time, partner. They're set up closer. 4th and goal upcoming.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Russ now from the gun. Completed here to Pickens. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. Oh no, they get him yet again. Roquan Smith with the pick.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Running once more with Henry. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers have some new life in the 4th. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Second and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offense up to the line fast. Once more, it's Wilson. Getting out to his left. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. George Pickens the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Steelers will take over possession. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. To throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's second down. Again, right side to Henry. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Looking to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted! Minka Fitzpatrick has got it! And the Steelers get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Throwing now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he stops the clock and moves the chains. 14 seconds to go. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw it. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Now to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh. It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're underway at Hard Rock. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They run the counter to H.N. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down carry for H.N. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. Catch is made in close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them with anything.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal. H.N. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here. Running forward, it's H.N. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying for it, it's H.N. And he runs it across, touchdown! The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon H.N. with the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that, that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
Sanders all set to send it away. Ty Johnson now to return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's H.N. running right. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Only a couple of yards on the run. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. H.N. again. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Tagovailoa back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Kate, I really don't mind that call on third down. Screen or a draw, something of that nature. But here's the deal. It's boom or bust. Either you're going to influence that defense with the screen, or they're going to do what they did right there. They're going to swallow it up and force the punt. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Sanders all set to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. He finds Kincaid. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Rams cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the... on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins with 2nd and 6. They'll stick with A-Chain. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Tua off the play fake. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
First down, here's Tua. Near the sideline, Waddle's got it. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
H.N., a first down carry. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's Hill on the slant. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All set up now for 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Working quickly here. They go play action with Tonga Vailoa. Escapes out to the left. Has it in close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Listen up. Solo left Zion. 20 TX.
2 and out from the gun. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. DeMar Hamlin picks it on.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Back to throw it. He lofts it deep left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Sanders all set to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Blitz coming here, Allen. Shakir with the grab. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down throw for Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
First tone of the game for James Cook. This is ahead for about 5. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This gets the first and more. Juke the defense. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a James Cook touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Bass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
They're right here.
They send Hill right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills take possession of the football.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort. Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Allen on third down. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Cook scores. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's a James Cook touchdown.
No way, you're kidding me.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams drive their lead to 11. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Handoff running left. A-Chain escapes a defender. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
Hey, come on, two. 44, ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing on third. Tagovailoa. That one falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the fourth.
Can't we score? This look bad.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa to the sideline. Catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Football on that 47-yard line. First down. Tua out of the pistol. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now within one score in the fourth. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. They got a touchdown, but that is only half the job. Still got to get this kick back and score another. And the Bills are able to secure this kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing now on first down, Allen. Can't handle the hot throw there as it winds up incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So it's second down coming up.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Complete. It's Cooper. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Cook calls it in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. He'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Bills leading by 5. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, his second rushing score this game could not have come at a better time, Brock, as it adds some valuable points to that lead.
You know, this is something I can't really define, Kate, but it's just a feel. Right? Passing touchdowns are great, but what rushing touchdowns do, especially to your defense, is they just fuel them. It empowers them to go out and play, and now they'll get to do so with a bigger lead.
Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Couldn't connect with Tyreek Hill. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now to throw. He has the first over the middle. And that one's going to move the chains. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Throwing now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Paid for this?
Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. And the Bills take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth